Okay.
So why was Ammon and Moab such a problem?
Why indeed?
Right? Not just because they were problematic towards Israel, but because, guess what? The giants were there. Right? More giants. They won't go away.
Yeah, they're like everywhere in the Bible. Huh?
There's a lot of them.
Which is weird because, you never hear anybody talk about them.
I know.
Yeah.
So in Genesis 14:5, which we already read, it says, in the 14th year, King Cheddar, which we are calling him because we can't pronounce his real name, and the kings that were with him came and defeated the Rephaim at Ashtaroth Karnaim, and the Zuzim in Ham, and the Emim in Sheva Kirithaim, and the Horites in Mount Seir as far as El Paran, which is by the wilderness. That wilderness just happens to be the Moabite region.
Oh.
All right, so these people groups, the Zuzim, the Emim, and the Rephaim, are all giant clans. In Deuteronomy 2:19 through 20, it says, when you come to the Ammonites, so this is one of the daughters, offsprings of Lot, do not harass them or provoke them to war, for I will not give you possession of any land belonging to the Ammonites. I have given it as a possession to the descendants of Lot. So here, theoretically, God is acknowledging that Ammon has been given as a possession to Lot's descendants, even though there are giants there. My first thought was that much like the Israelites are supposed to be displacing giants in most of the land, maybe he was wanting Lot's descendants to be displacing the giants in the land of Ammon and also in Moab. It says in Deuteronomy 2:20 that this was considered a land of the Rephaim who used to live there, but the Ammonites called them Zazumites.
Okay.
I think that's a bad English translation. It's supposed to say Zamzumin or Zamzumim in Hebrew. Basically, I think the narrator here is saying that the giants used to be in that land before the descendants of Lot were in that land.
Okay.
Now, Deuteronomy 2:19 refers to the giants in the land of the Moabites. Then the Lord said to me, do not harass the Moabites or provoke them to war, for I will not give you any part of their land. I have given Ar to the descendants of Lot as a possession. The Emim used to live there, a people strong and numerous, as tall as the Anakites. Like the Anakites, they too were considered Rephaim, but the Moabites called them Emim. So once again, we have giants, and these giants, according to Deuteronomy, were living in the land of Ammon and Moab. Did the Ammonites and Moabites commingle with them, or did they destroy them?
So you had, what, two cities?
Well, two regions.
Two regions with the Nephilim.
Yep.
And what the idea is that Lot's descendants came in and killed them?
Well, that's a theory.
So that they could live in their land?
It seems that way.
That's okay.
Because it says here in Deuteronomy 2:19, I have given it as a possession to the descendants of Lot.
Mm-hmm. But we already know that the Nephilim had lived there.
Exactly. The giant clans had lived both in Ammon and in the region of Moab, and those two regions, according to Deuteronomy, were given to the descendants of Lot as a possession.
Okay.
Which is funny because it almost makes it like it's a parallel story to Israel, where God, right. The children of Lot are another, people group that God is calling to possess the land, but we don't have that narrative given to us.
Right.
Interesting. Yeah. So the descendants of Lot do become quite important. But the one thing I find interesting is if God is giving this possession to the descendants of Lot, to wipe out these giant clans, to annihilate them. Why in the world are the descendants of Lot so hostile towards the Israelites? Wouldn't you think they'd be on the same side in this whole thing?